if it's bull or bear, I don't care. It's quite a rough ride, just like life. But I'm kinda patient, 'cause only time will tell. It's gonna go up, so you better stay calm. And grow your coins, you gotta grow your coins. Grow your coins, grow your coins. Grow your coins, you gotta grow your coins. Grow your coins, grow your coins. Grow your coins, you gotta grow your coins. Grow your coins, grow your coins. Grow your coins, you gotta grow your coins.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. I am the Crypto Crow, and it is, well, currently it's Monday. Happy 4th of July. Happy Independence Day. For as long as that lasts. I'm kidding. So I am going to be showing you guys some interesting stuff because I have been day trading with a bot. And it is, and I'm feeling really good about it. I'm feeling really good about the future. A lot of you guys know back in the day, I was a huge advocate of Profit Trailer, which was an automated trading bot that was just trading everything for me on the fly, on autopilot for the most part. And I did really well with that bot, and I had a lot of fun with it. And I know a lot of you guys had a lot of fun with it because I gave you guys all my strategies for free. I know there were a lot of people that were selling bot trading strategies back then, and I, of course, did not. I feel like, you know, if you get the bot, you should know how to use it, and it should be profitable for everyone. There's plenty of volume to go around. But they changed everything. They changed it from being a standalone download, one-time purchase to a cloud-based monthly subscription, and just about everything changed about the bot, and I stopped using it, and I stopped promoting it. I ended up building my own bot, Crow Trader. It's been a long road. It's been a while, but I think this bot is finally to a place where I can start using it profitably. And it's not even so much that it never worked. It was just buggy. It has been a little buggy where you have to really watch it. And recently we just released version 1.46, which is, you know, if you haven't watched in a while, it's been through quite a few upgrades. So I'm going to show you some things because I am running this bot profitably on a VPS server. I should save that for the end, but you're going to learn a lot in this video. And so, you know, there's one question that I see a lot on social media, and it's, if bot trading worked, why does anyone sell their bot? Right? In other words, why would you share the wealth? If you create this program that's able to automatically trade the market, why would you ever sell it? Why would you sell licenses to it for other people to do the same? And, you know, quite frankly, the answer is there's just too much volume. I mean, especially in crypto, there's just too much volume for any one person on market orders or even limit orders to really trade all of that. I mean, it's a really difficult thing. And so it's easier, really, and on top of that, the number of potential trading pairs available. I guess if you are a gazillionaire already and you had the capital to trade on multiple exchanges and trade every pair on those exchanges and all, there's just that, you know, nobody has the means of basically conquering the entire market. So, you know, with that, you know, like myself, you know, I might only bot trade with $1,000, maybe a Bitcoin. I mean, back in the day when Bitcoin was only like $4 or $5 grand, I would trade with 2 Bitcoin at a time, and I would have $1,500, $2,000 days that I would profit. Okay, so, but you know, a big part of this too is community, and there are a lot of people in the Crow Trader community that are helping each other and swapping ideas, and really we built Crow Trader specifically to be able to share profitable strategies and configurations. So this is the Crow Trader website. I've been rebuilding this website. There's a lot of information here. There's shop, there's the blog, there are how-to guides in here that'll teach you a lot of different functions. You can become an affiliate if you want. You've got support on Telegram. We've got a knowledge knowledge-based terms of service. If you want to get a little familiar with the bot, you can watch this later. Now, here's the thing. Don't spend $1. Don't buy this bot. Don't buy this bot yet. What I feel anyone that's curious about bot trading should do is download the latest version for either Windows or Mac or Linux and just run it as an evaluation copy. Basically, you're going to be able to do everything I'm going to show you in this video, and it's not going to cost you a dime. And you're not going to use your real capital, because the bot will actually trade. You'll be able to do back testing, which I'm going to show you, and you'll be able to do paper trading, and you're going to be able to figure out if it's profitable, what the potential is if you were to get into bot trading. And if you're back trading some pairs and you find some configurations and settings that you really like that show profitable in a back test, profitable in paper trading, then maybe you want to get a copy of the bot. Because right now, while Bitcoin is hovering around 20 grand or less, it could be a really good opportunity because the bot's like 0.03 Bitcoin. So it's actually still pretty cheap. But obviously the cheaper Bitcoin is, for those that aren't holding it, you're buying in, at higher prices to pay for the bot. So get it while you can on the cheap. Now, Crow Trader runs on KuCoin, Coinbase, and Binance US. Okay, so these three exchanges. I run on KuCoin. Currently $1.8 billion a day in daily trade volume. So you're getting in and out of positions pretty easily. And there are 1,333 trading pairs, market pairs available on KuCoin. So it's actually a lot of fun to basically do what I call treasure hunting. Okay. And there are some articles, and then there's me with my baby angel. Now, as we move forward, I'm going to basically show you what I'm doing with Bollinger Bands, okay, on this bot. And before we dive in, I'm going to show you some back testing, and then I'm going to show you how to move that into paper trading. And I'm going to, this is basically my little play wallet here. Now, if you're in the bot, there are other videos to show you how to set it up and configure it and all that. But if you're in the bot and you go to back testing, you see Bollinger Band Trails, Crow EMA crossover, EMA Sniper, Ichimoku, which we're actually working on a big Ichimoku standalone for those who love the Ichimoku cloud and really want to dive into specifics. A double EMA gainer, dual HMA PSAR, Happy Trails, Ping Pong, which is a super simple one. The Murder of Crows, which is kind of like it's an indicator that I kind of created based off of an EMA crossover as it relates to RSI. It's a little more of a complex thing, but it actually, it can either work really well or not, and it really depends on the market. And SMA trifecta. So these are all the strategies that you can run in the bot. The easiest to run out of the box, profitably, potentially. Now, let me make this disclaimer. It doesn't matter how good you are. It doesn't matter, what you do with the bot. All experiences can vary. Okay. The market's volatile. It's risky. Everything is a risk. The bot may bug out on you. There are little things that can happen. I can't tell you that this bot's going to work 100% for you all the time. And it's definitely not a set it and forget it, where you set up the bot, you run it, and you just forget about it for 6 years and you're rich. That's not how bots work. But close enough to make it fun. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Right now, we're going to back test a trading pair. And I am going to do ADA, because that's my favorite project of all. And I can either trade Cardano against Bitcoin, okay, or I can trade it, which is a much more volatile trade. Okay, there's probably a lot more up and down activity there, so I might get in and out of trades a little easier. Or I can trade against like USDC. Okay, I'm not going to use Tether because, quite frankly, I don't trust Tether. So I'm going to use USDC. I'm going to put market buys. I'm going to say starting capital. We'll say $1,500. Okay, and fixed amount. And every time I buy, I'm going to buy $100 worth of Cardano. So every time this bot buys, it's going to buy $100 worth of Cardano, which is going to give me 213.87 Cardano. Order sell type is market. Slippage and fees, I'm just going to put 0.01 in there. And we're going to do this on a 30-minute candle over the last month. Okay. So what this is saying, that if if I were to look at a trading view chart and I put it on a 30-minute candle, that's what this bot is going to be looking at to operate. And I'm going to look at a back test. So I'm going to say, okay, bot, given the indications here, the settings and configuration that I'm running here, how will this strategy perform on a 30-minute candle over the last month? Not the next month, but the last month. We're going to run SMA time frame, leave this on stock, gain of 1%. That's fine. That's really all I'm necessarily looking for. I could bump that up if I want to hold trades a little longer. I'd never use stop loss on a bot, and I'll tell you why. Because I use DCA. DCA on a bot is my money maker. And I know that there are a lot of traders out there, if they're manually trading, they're like, always use a stop loss. For one thing, I use a bot to trade coins that I do not mind holding long term. Okay. So if there's a project out there if there's something I want to buy and accumulate anyway, like Cardano, well, it doesn't really matter to me if the price drops and I end up having to hold it long term. And if I want to get out of that trade and free up the capital faster in my bot, well, I'm going to set that DCA to 10 times, which basically means this is the buy drop value. Every time, let's say I go into Cardano at 50 cents, okay? And then as soon as I buy it, the price drops 1%. Well, I'm buying another 100 at a cheaper price. And I'm going to keep doing that. Every time the price drops by 1% after my entry, up to 10 times. I can do this 15 times. But the thing of it is, I've got $1,500 in here. So I could potentially buy, let's just say 14 times, because every time we DCA, it's putting another $100 in. And what that's doing is it's averaging my entry price down so that when the price does come back up, I can get out of that trade faster, free up capital, and then the bot starts waiting for another entry point. I hope that all makes sense, but that's what we're going to run here. So once this is all set here, I'm going to go ahead and hit run and see how long it takes for me to pump out this back test. Wow. Okay. So there's a lot of activity here. So this is basically what the bot looks like. Let's go. Wow. There's so much here. All right. So this is saying total percent gain, 0%. Buy and hold is negative 17.5%. Now this is confusing because it's not showing any gains. However, it is making gains. So in the latest update, we just changed it. So if you enter a position and it starts DCAing, so it's already gone into some DCA trades, it's registering as not having total gains, but because you have active trades, but that's not really what's happening. As you can see, it's making 1 to 2% here and there. Okay. So like this trade here, it entered at 46 cents. All right. So this was the initial entry. And then as the price dropped, it got in again, here, 44 cents, 45 cents, 46, 47, 48 cents. So actually, yeah, we entered and then it's backwards. So as the price dropped all the way down to 43 cents, it just continued to double down until finally the price got back up to like 46.7. As you can see here, and we made a 1.56% profit on that trade. Okay, so there's another thing you can do. Let's say I really don't mind holding ADA. I'm going to go ahead and I want a trailing buy and I want a trailing sell, which this can slow things down quite a bit. But ultimately what this is saying is I want to, let's say the bot is at a potential profit point, right? And I'll show you on a Bollinger Band chart here in a minute how this works. But ultimately, let's say I buy in at 50 cents and the price is going down, right? We're at a particular point in the Bollinger Band where this is an entry point, but I'm going to trail that down by 0.1% and wait for that price to bottom before my bot enters that position. And at that point, it'll buy the position once the price is reversed by 0.1%. And the same happens if I'm selling. So maybe the price goes up 1%, but it's still moving up. This is going to trail that price up until it might move up 0.1%, 0.1%, 0.1%, and then drop down 0.1%. Then the bot activates and sells and exits that position. So, and you can monitor, you can look at all the charts, but this is what the bot is looking for. Entry point, exit point, entry point, exit point. And it just keeps doing that over and over and over. The idea of the Bollinger Band is that it wants to buy and it enters a trade at the bottom of a band, and it wants to exit with it when you have at least 1% profit towards the top of the band. And then it waits for a new entry point when the price has come back down, back towards the bottom of the band. And if you know about Bollinger Bands, then it's really helpful and it's easier to understand that ultimately this Bollinger Band represents the relative price as to whether or not it's high or low given this median line. If the price candles are below that line, then the price is relatively low given its trade history. Does that make sense? So that's ultimately how the bot works. And as you can see, there's all that green is profit, 1%, 1.11%, 1.17%. But you can also see that almost every trade has DCA trades under it to get it to that profit position. So like the initial trade here might have been 0.474425. And then if it actually exited at 0.479204, which that only makes sense because the price, well, actually, no, maybe it was 49 cents. So yeah, as the dollar cost averaging was taking into effect, it was ultimately lowering that price, your average entry price, down to around 47 cents. So that's how this bot works, and it really actually does work. Now, once you actually have your bot in a profitable position, you can add additional pairs. Okay, so I have my bot going right now. Let me show you my bot. Okay, so this is live trading for me right now. Okay. And like, if you see my P&L, it's down 200. It's because I've been dollar cost averaging into these trades. Okay. I did a 1.21% trade there, 1.14%. These are P&L and percentage. This is P&L and amounts. So if every time I DCA and I'm getting like a free 2.5 ADA, right? I love Cardano. So for me to get 2, 3, 4 Cardano at a time for every one of these trades for free, well, this could be $30-40 a trade that I'm making, once Cardano has reached its next peak. So I'm very happy about that. And if you see here, we got in this entry, the price is trailing. I mean, that's like a trailing price. It's watching this price go up. I'm pretty sure it has not exited this trade yet. Yeah, so my current P&L is 0.87%. As soon as that hits 1%, but I've been dollar cost averaging. That's how this works. That's the beauty of it. And so let's say maybe there's a hiccup in the bot or something, because I did have a hiccup because I'm running this on a VPS. And I did run into a bug where the VPS wasn't connecting. It wasn't staying connected properly for whatever reason. And I missed some dollar cost averaging opportunities, which is why this is taking a little while longer than it normally would. I can manually DCA anytime I want. So if I'm like looking at the chart and I'm like, oh man, I'm pretty sure both of these were manual DCAs because it just wasn't doing anything. And I was looking at the code and I sent it to my devs and he's like, yeah, there's like some sort of thing with the VPS. So I'm like, okay, cool. But then I just manually DCA'd. Now this is the paper trades. So I'm running a paper trade on Cardano against Bitcoin just to see how is the volatility between the two. Is one more profitable than the other? Basically using the same strategy, but using Bitcoin, because think about it. Bitcoin's volatile. Bitcoin goes up and down quite a bit itself. So if Bitcoin is volatile and USDC isn't, then it should be potentially easier to get in and out of the volatility of Cardano using a dollar than Bitcoin. So and this, I can show you my my paper trading as it sits right now. I'm currently in a trade at 0.17% with Bitcoin. And so you can see it's acting pretty similar to my trades with the dollar. So that's cool. And I can back test anything as many times as I want. I can go in when I set up an indication or a strategy. I can change any of these things that I want. I can use the RSI if I want. I can determine, different RSI length, entry value, exit value. I can create my own kind of pseudo strategies based off of the Bollinger Band or EMA crossovers or whatever I'm most familiar with, run those back tests, fine tune it, then I can paper trade it and I'm not putting anything at risk. And you can do this right now with the evaluation copy of the bot. So in a nutshell, as it sits right now, I mean, the bot's doing pretty well for me. I mean, this is legitimate, folks. So, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. As it sits right now, I've been playing with the bot. I've been day trading with it. I'm letting it go. It's not really day trading. I'm not exiting all my positions by the end of business or anything. But I'm going in and I'm looking at the bot. I'm trying to figure out how is it performing? Is it dollar cost averaging properly? I'm actually using version 1.45 right now in my live trades, and this 1.46 is supposed to address some of the issues I was having. So I'm going to install that here soon, and I'm going to run that. I think we even have 1.47 coming. We're just really trying to crank this out. We're redoing the website. We're redoing everything, the user interface. We're making it better. We're adding so much more information for the more pro level bot traders out there. But I'm telling you right now, I've done case studies in the past where I've started this bot up. I've run a Bollinger Band at base settings and let it rip, and it does fine. It actually runs profitably, and that's even possible without my DCA settings. But if there's any advice that I could give anyone on bot trading, because it is like treasure hunting, even though there are 1,332 or 37 market pairs on KuCoin, I would only encourage people to trade projects that you already know and love. There's a much higher likelihood of getting profitable with a trading bot if you're running 30, 40 different pairs of highly volatile cryptocurrencies. But if the price drops and the market changes drastically and you're left holding bags of what could potentially be a very worthless project, then it doesn't do you very well. So when I'm bot trading, I am more apt to setting up a high tier DCA, where I'm doubling down 10, 13, 14, 15, even 20 times if I want, if I have the capital to do that, with something that I really like a Cardano, or if there are other projects out there that you really like, because it doesn't matter if you get stuck with a bag, you believe in the project anyway. So if the market really dips hard and you're trying to catch up with the dollar cost averaging, you're not freaking out because you're like, well, so what? I'd buy it anyway. And that's a big part of the fun. Back testing to me is very much like treasure hunting. It is a really good time, especially when you turn that back test into a paper trade and you see your progress on these paper trades and you see these trades doing well and you're like, man, this could be real money right now. I could be trading this thing for real. But there are little things that happen sometimes. Running a trading bot is not something you can just set and forget for weeks on end. Little bugs happen, disconnections happen. You're ultimately trading using an API. So if you're trading on an exchange and they do some kind of change or socket or something like that to their API, it'll disconnect you. Different things can happen. So you don't want to just set it and forget it and let it run forever. You want to make sure that you've got your eye on it. You want to make sure that you're active in the community and that you're aware of other things that might pop up for other people that could potentially pop up for you. But it really does work, and it really is a good time. Trading cryptocurrency in any way, shape, or form is going to be risky. People can run a Crow Trader or just about any bot using the same settings and still have slightly different results. if you're running it on your computer at home, depending on your computer speed, things might be different for you, for better or worse than your neighbor who could also be running it. It just so many different variables come into play. So you always want to know that not any two bots or internet connections or anything are going to be 100% the same. But there it is, folks. I mean, I love this thing. I'm actually quite proud of it, and we've got another update coming. So yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now we're going to do a paid segment for margex.com. Now, this is an interesting exchange because it has some functions and features that I am not used to seeing on a leverage trading platform. Because generally when I think of a leverage trading platform, I think of a platform that's honestly got people working behind the scenes to liquidate my longs or shorts. And apparently, now I've never used this exchange, but we're going to go through a little bit of it right now. If everything they say is true, this could actually be, this is something I'm going to have some friends check out that are really big into leverage trading. They definitely know what they're doing. And I'm going to have them look at this and, might send these guys some pretty substantial business. I know one YouTuber who could probably benefit from something like this, Crypto Face. I'll probably send this over his way and see what he thinks. But ultimately, Margex is your reliable way to trade a Bitcoin with up to 100x leverage. Now, right off the bat, I'm going to tell every one of you, don't ever trade with 100x leverage. It's an absolute insanity. You're going to lose all your money. I mean, that's just all there is to it. Even though Margex apparently has some infrastructure in place to help you be a little bit more secure in your trades, to make sure that you don't get artificially liquidated by big wick candles. So this is the main website. Obviously, the link is going to be in the description below. You're going to have a code you can use that'll basically get you a pretty substantial bonus to any deposits you make. Obviously, you're going to have to clear through, depending on what country you live in. Not all countries are going to be applicable to this. But you're going to be able to use promo code CROW15 at the link below, and you're going to get a 15% bonus on your deposit with your with that promo code. So you can check that out if you want. Now, we're going to look at a couple things here. One, we're going to look at this. This is going to be the wallet, and then we're going to go into the exchange a little bit. But I wanted to kind of make note of a couple of these things. Price manipulation protection. Margex unique AI-based technology, MP Shield, protects our clients from price manipulation that often leads to unfair liquidations on other trading platforms. On Margex, you'll never see or experience significant price deviations from global average market prices. That's actually pretty cool. Execution price, market order. They're kind of showing what things, how things typically happen, and they're showing how they work. Margex combines market liquidity from a wide variety, I think 12 liquidity providers, into a single deep order book. This allows for high liquidity, minimum slippage, thinner spreads, better entry and exit prices, and instant market order execution, even on large orders. So that's a pretty big deal. I mean, if this works, this could be pretty legit. I'm not saying it is because I don't know, but if what they're claiming here is for real, this could be a really big benefit to leverage traders. Manage your risks with stop loss and take profit. We know how frustrating it is when your open positions get liquidated while you're not around your device. I've had that happen, and it sucks. Margex allows for simultaneous placing of stop loss and take profit orders. That's pretty cool. No more order submission errors or loss. I've had this happen too. Order submission errors, especially with a lot of the Asian exchanges, or loss of capital due to delayed orders. Margex's trading engine can process more than 100,000 trades per second with an 8 millisecond average order execution time. And this is a pretty good pitch, Margex, I got to admit. Make a deposit and go. You're only a few steps away from trading at Margex. Fund your account. So I'm not funding an account right now because I'm not doing leverage trading right now. But this is the wallet. And, you can make deposits. You can withdraw. Use your promo code. You can use your promo code, CROW15. And here you go. So you can deposit specific cryptocurrencies and that sort of thing. Now, All right, so now let's look at the trading terminal here. A lot of this we've already seen, but this is ultimately the trading terminal. You've got your stop market, limit orders, the size of your leverage here. Well, this is the size of your leverage, 5x, 20x, all the way up to 100. Wow. Keep in mind, if you go to 100x and this price moves a fraction of a percent in the opposite direction, you're liquidated. Okay, just to put that into perspective. And, I don't think I've ever traded anything more than 10x. I think that's about the highest I've ever gone on a leverage trade, because and that's the thing. And I think that's what this exchange is trying to say, because often, you've got these market makers and these kind of, I guess you could call them liquidator traders, who go in and they just spike the trades, man, with these huge wicks. And, obviously there are a lot of tools that are keeping track of everybody, the longs, the shorts, and all of that. And that's ultimately what this exchange is trying to say they get rid of, because if somebody sends a big wick on just one exchange, well, it's easy to manipulate those markets. You've seen other exchanges where they're basically saying, hey, they've got people inside that are, working on making these really crazy wicks on their own platforms. They're basically just trying to liquidate everybody, and that's how they're making a lot of money. And Margex is basically trying to build a name for themselves, saying, no, we don't do that. Not only that, but we have like 12 liquidity pipelines that are drawing this stuff in, and it's basically kind of the order books are established, I think they're saying, as an average of all of it. So if one exchange gets a significant market manipulation wick, it's not going to spill into the system here, which, if that is really how it's set up, that's quite brilliant. So yeah, you've got your buy longs, you got your sell short. These are actually, the fact that they're set up like that's pretty simple. On other exchanges, it's not really set up quite that easily. So that's pretty slick. So yeah, this looks actually pretty cool. I like the interface. It's pretty simple. This looks good. You could probably set up your favorites up here. I dig this. I think if I were heavily into leverage trading, because I was a glutton for punishment, I would definitely I would try this exchange. Now, I don't know what their full volume is. I haven't looked that up or anything, but check it out maybe on CoinMarketCap and see, what their what's the volume? That's what I'm looking for. Volume. Jeezel Pete's. If you are interested in this exchange, maybe you want to try it out. Maybe you want to test it. Let me know in the comments below if you discover anything that maybe is worth knowing. Do you like this platform? Have you used it? Are you just hearing about it? But in the meantime, there's a link in the description below. You can click that link and use promo code CROW15 and try it out. Let me know if you like it. Basically, to get the bonus, you sign up here, you open your wallet page, you deposit $300 or more in any available cryptocurrency, and then you enter the promotional code. Where was it? Wherever it was, here in the wallet page, I think. Yeah. So you can use your promo code there, and then you'll get your bonus. I think you'll get a bonus up to $10,000. So you can't really beat that if you're already going to be in here playing around anyway. The bonus will automatically be credited to your bonus balance in the currency in which you made the deposit. I wonder if I could get a quick 15% ADA. The bonus is available for 14 days and is used to cover all trading commissions, and the promo code is valid until July 31st, according to my notes here. So yeah, check it out. Let me know what you guys think. Is this a quality platform? Is this something maybe I might want to check out? I don't know. Let me know. Well, in any case, check it all out. Check out the evaluation version of Crow Trader if you'd like. Do some back testing, some treasure hunting, have some fun, ask questions in the comments below, or join the Telegram group. We're happy to help, as well as the rest of the community. It's fun. Try it out. Till next time, guys. I'll see you soon. Crow your coins.